Seems like a good moment to talk.
In my opinion...
Why, I'd spot the wearied gaze of a fellow Baldurian anywhere. Cheer up, friend. Our city's entering a most wondrous age. One of steel, of smoke, of efficiency. And we've Lord Enver Gortash to thank. Just think, with how advanced the steel watch is now, imagine where we'll be in a year, in a decade! Exciting times indeed.
Fear not, friend. The days of us proper Baldurians walking these streets in fear are over. Lord Gortash made that very clear in his latest interview. I'd recommend giving it a read. Walk safe, friend. These streets belong to us, after all. Tax hikes are enough to make my...
Once the Watchers see off the cultists, need to make them speak.
Here goes nothing.
Sing sea shanties for all I care.
What's hiding here?
I'm rather enjoying the white. Maybe you should give it a try. I don't know about you, but I think some of these folk might be drunkards.
God's damned hypocrite! The blade of frontiers, all pomp and empty oaths. The sword coast's most dashing fraud. I trusted you. I believed in you.
Florrick, what are you on about? What is this?
Lady Mizora told me everything. How you slaughtered your own father. How you crave his power. I thought you were going to save him. But you abused his current state to get rid of him. You mean to make the city bow to you, and you alone.
That meddling ghoul. Florrick,
Save it. My duty is to Baldur's Gate, and it holds no place for Ravenguard's treacherous spawn. At ease. By the living gods, I believe you. What darkness has fallen upon us? Wyll, there's something you must know. I should have told you sooner, but I'd hoped somehow your father would return to us. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult were successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. Before the Absolutists abducted him, he told me that should he fall, I must seek you out and give you this message. Your father trained you in the ways of great champions. You are to use those lessons to wake the worm under the city. He is oath-bound to answer your call and come to our aid. A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldur he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city faced countless threats, but the Baldurians overcame them all. There was never any need to call upon the worm, but this time, things are different. This is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. Your father was right. We need Ansur's help. With him gone, the worm's awakening now falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur, an ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you.
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. Let's awaken the worm and take back the city.
Ravengard's blood courses through your veins. Your father would be proud. I will go and assemble any allies I can find. When the battle horns call, we'll stand ready. Unleash the worm, Wyll. Let his tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. Good luck.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Florrick against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos.
What matters now is that Florrick saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. I do, and so did my father. Go on, read the legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps.
Worm's Rock Prison. But what's this of a true hero's spark?
Always good to talk, my friend. It's not just a legend. It's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's Rock Prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches are light, and Worm's eye shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Baldur's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
You know what? I'm glad they posted me out here. Those writers were starting to piss me off. All the incessant, inane chatter. Look, mate, could you shove off? We're expecting a new ink shipment soon.
Why, yes. I'd love to do an interview. Oh, sorry. Thought you were one of the mouse journalists. I'd love a proper interview. My name in the broadsheet, a chance to meet Mr. Needle.
The paper says we're safe here, but we're not. We may as well be outside the walls with the Absolute. No matter what the Gazette says, I just hope Lord Gortash protects us when it counts.
No point reading the Gazette. You might as well be reading the walls of a tavern privy.
Well done, Lord.
It's the Gazette having a monopoly, that's the problem. They'd have to do better if they had competition.
Ew, what are you gonna...
Baldur's Gate's never going to be safe with the Absolute out there. Why would the Gazette lie to an entire city? I just wish it was as safe behind the walls as the Gazette says it is.
I think of Lord
If this lot have got a problem with the Gazette, they should take it up with the editor, not make a scene in the streets.
Lord Gortash has to make some tough decisions to keep this city safe. I hope this rabble understands that.
Why would
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter.
I can go and get back up.
Bet that hostel lady wouldn't make you clean the dishes. Work is so boring. I don't get why adults like it so much.
The hostel's up that way. You won't find better around here, unless you can pay for it. Gods, I miss fresh air. Never dreamed I'd bring my family to a place like this.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in Korean home.
Light on my feet. Am I needed?
Why? I'm glad you asked. It certainly helped.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? What path lies before me? That might be worth a look. Mind never quiet. Breathe deep and move. Heading out. Where am I? What's going on? Softer than a whisper. On my way. Best be on my way. Time to press ahead. Light on my feet. Seems simple enough. Don't waste a step. Might be useful.
The block has a broadsheet article engraved upon it. It It speaks positively of you. You examine what appears to be a test print of tomorrow's broadsheet. Numerous corrections are marked in red ink. The content of the broadsheet is troubling. You feature heavily in the central article, lambasted as a danger to the city. Lord Enver Gortash, the people...
Light on my feet. Don't want to draw any attention. Should mind my step.
That's curious.
Nothing. You approach the printer, noting its ink splots and intricate cogs. Before you can get closer, however, it begins to speak.
Oi! Gormless! Over here! Thought I recognized you. Dolly was right. You aren't much of a looker. Are you addled in the head? I'm no chattering contraption. I am a person. An artist. Name's Jellywick. This is my paintbrush. I make sure everything that's in those big, ugly article blocks becomes fine printed artistry. I'm a master pensman, I am. Dolly can't stop talking about you. Hero this, hero that, hero here, hero there. Hello, hero. You know, there's some absolute filth about you in tomorrow's edition. Seeing as you were kind enough to free Dolly, how's about I do you a favor? Why don't we change the headline? We can load up something a bit less damaging for your reputation. Well, first, I've got to release the old nasty top story. Oop, there. Now, you've got to find a new article to replace it. How delightful.